Hey everybody, Kelly Engineering here, and welcome to episode 20 of Project Ozone 3. In between episodes, I finally finished the this side of the factory, and it looks a little bland right now as I progressively move some stuff in. But I'll go over all that in detail in episode 20.5, which is actually going to come out Tuesday. I wanted it to release today, but yeah, this hotel internet is not supporting me on that. So, I also made this little contraption right here, which is all of my advanced inscribers, and the top ones will make me each of my printed circuits, and the bottom one will actually make me my processors. So in this bottom chest right here, you just throw in all of the stuff, and it'll get taken into each of the top inscribers. I made two acceleration cards. Made two acceleration cards on the silicon one since I need to make more silicon than I do anything else, so I wanted it to complete faster. But I have each of these inscribers going in, making my circuits, and they're going to go into this chest, or they're going to go down into these inscribers. And all I need to do is add some redstone to here, and it'll immediately go into. Correction, add redstone to this top one, and the redstone will go into the bottom inscriber, start making me my circuits. So actually, hang on, let's get a good angle on this. This is not the most efficient way of doing it, but it is simple. It's very simple to set up. There are filters in the bottom inscribers that just say, hey, I only want this processor, redstone and silicon. But yeah, this is a pretty good angle. If you want to replicate this, you can pause the video here, and yeah, it's a pretty simple setup. But what I want to do this episode is I wanted to set up auto crafting, and I wanted to set up the molecular assemblers and all that stuff. I wanted to do that all for you. But I realized that is going to be, if I do all that, I'm going to end up going in like 3 or 4 episodes just in applied energistics, and I don't want to do that because that's boring content, and this is a massive pack. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to set it all up off camera. But with ME interfaces and molecular assemblers attached to my ME controller, then that means that from this little hub right here, I will be able to do some auto crafting stuff after I make. Oh yeah, another thing I need to make is the crafting storage. But I'm going to do all of that off camera, and then if you do want a mod spotlight or a mod tutorial, say so in the comments, and I can whip one of those up, no problem. But in a series like Project Ozone, I don't want to take up too much of your time doing that, so I'm not gonna. But that doesn't mean that we're not gonna do a little bit of applied energistic stuff. However, we do some stuff before that. So I just made this powered spawner from Ender.io, and I'm gonna throw a zombie in it. But first, in order to throw a zombie in it, what I'm going to have to do is... Oh, may as well just show you the recipe anyway. So, combined with a broken spawner in an anvil, and so if I take a, like spawner shards, or... Let's see here, I have a broken spawner from a spider that I got earlier. There it is. So, I think I got this on my first trip to the, Twilight Forest? I don't know. Regardless, I've had it for a while and haven't really used it, but I'm going to throw a zombie in it. So first thing I gotta do is put a zombie in a soul vial. From there, you go to your soul binder, throw in the zombie soul vial, throw in the spawner, supply some experience, and once again I just went to the hunting dimension, so... use up that player experience, and oh shoot, I removed all of my oh yeah, that's another thing I did in between episodes. I upgraded every single one of my energy cells to resonant, and yeah, so that's not even close to full. Ugh. Where's my stiff? There we go. And complete. So now this broken spawner is now a zombie spawner instead of a spider spawner. So if I go over to my Dark Anvil over here, put in the broken spawner, put in the powered spawner, and at the cost of 16 levels, I now have a powered spawner that will always spawn zombies. What I have done with this powered spawner is I've made an incredibly crude and incredibly temporary structure that will spawn zombies in, push them over here, and then this Solium Katana is going to kill them. So when the Solium Katana kills them, with any luck, I'm going to get mob chunks. Oh yeah, I'm already getting some already. Ooh, electric steel doesn't belong in there. I'm also going to have to... Pardon me. Sometimes this thing's more trouble than it's worth. But yeah, I'm going to have to set up a trash can to drop everything except for the experience chunks. But other than that, I am... that's exactly the purpose of this thing. I'm going to turn it off right now. Yeah, so I didn't think this through. I have the chunks I want. Unfortunately, I'm causing swarms every time a zombie is killed with a mechanical user. So, yeah, this is kind of a bust, but I have what I need to get started at least. So, I'm going to stop this and tear it down. First thing I'm going to do with these mob chunks, well, with the zombie chunks at least, is throw them into a furnace, and I'm going to get tier 1 mob chunks. And while those are going, because it's slow, I'm going to throw this nether quartz. Ah, man, this thing does not hold enough. Gonna have to get a dropper if I want this to work properly. There we go. Let's see if that does the trick. If my aim was better. That does the trick. Awesome. There we go. 2 stacks of prismarine shard. Oh yeah, how are my mob chunks doing? 31. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create these fishing nets from Actually Additions. And make a little pool of water. Get some buckets. Now, if I'm being completely honest, I have no idea if this is going to work. Well, that's definitely not going to work. Alright, now that I have set these down, I could actually put some chests on top of it if I wanted to. Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. I've never used these fishing nets before, never really saw the need. But in a skyblock, if I want to catch some raw fish, that's what I'm going to have to do. We'll see if it works. While I'm waiting for my fishing nets to work, I am going to get started on making these mob chunks. So, in order to make a Guardian Siege, which is the whole goal of this operation, I'm going to need 4 Guardian chunks, which means I need 4 tier 3 mob chunks. And much like everything else in this mod, all you have to do is add essence to it, and boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have my tier 3 mob chunks, that's no problem. I just need the raw fish. And luckily all I need to do is make 1 seed, and I can replicate it up to 10, 10, 10. That's no issue whatsoever. It's just playing the waiting game. So these fishing nets do indeed work, and I think, I'm not sure, but I think when Pam's Harvest Craft is installed, then it replaces all vanilla fish with these Pam's fish. But all you have to do is put them in a crafting grid. Oh, not the jellyfish though. And you can get raw fish out of them. And not the eel. But yes, the char. Yeah. Alright, so I just need 3 more of these fish and I can make these seeds. Or at least this seed, rather. And if the day stamp wasn't obvious, I'm back from yesterday's fiasco. So once again, I do apologize for missing Monday's episode, and yeah, everything got sorted out. It's just a matter of dealing with Virginia bureaucracy. So yeah, long live bureaucracy, right? Alright, it's good to know I was mistaken but raw fish will populate in these fishing nets even though Pam's is installed. So all I need is one more fish. But yeah, that's good to know. Raw fish will just pop into the chest. Awesome, awesome. I have made my 4 guardian chunks. Throw them in here, and boom, got a guardian seed. Quest is about to pop soon. There we are. Alright, I'm going to spend my time getting this up to 10, 10, 10, and I'll be right back with you so that we can make some growth crystals. We're just about ready to make our growth crystals. Well, our tier 1 growth crystals. But unfortunately we need to go back to the Lordcraft to make some shards of water. So I moved the Lordcraft... where are you? So in the Book of Knowledge, and I actually think Lordcraft has been... oh, they also got rid of those extra spaces over here. But yeah, I'm going to break into the water portion. And water equipment, I believe, is what I need to do in order to bust out... in order for the proper research to be done to make these shards of water. Yeah, it requires equipment research. So I'm going to break into that real quick. Be able to make some damp crystals. And then I'll make my shards of water. Cool, so I've made shards of water and I only had enough to make 6. I only had enough simple crystals to make 6. And, oh, I guess on the side, remember, whenever you're crafting anything from Lordcraft, you have to be on the Lordcraft specific workbench in order to craft things. Whenever you see this green text in JEI. So, I initially went to a regular workbench, trying to craft up the shards of water and the damp crystals, and it wouldn't work. Then I remembered, oh yeah, arcane workbench, that's what I need. But I have made these growth crystals, mainly because I want to place them right here for now. Come on. So I'm going to place these right here, so that my Inferium essence is always going. And I'm going to make a farming station and plop it right here so that I'm always collecting Inferium essence. And I don't really care about the dirt, stone, or a zombie. Yeah, Inferium's the important one here. Here we go, the farming station, which wasn't as difficult as I ever remember it being. But I'm also going to make the... this dark backhoe right now, which is apparently just for farming station use anyway. So this is a new item to me. I don't know what it is, why it is, how it is, but I'm going to make it anyway. It doesn't seem to be that difficult. So I got the dark backhoe. I'm also going to grab one of my dimensional transceivers. Right there. And my other dimensional transceiver, which is probably in Landia. Alright, I have placed down this farming station. I have yet to put a capacitor into it, but I'm going to turn on the range. So, this is the basic range, just like 1 away from it. I throw in a basic capacitor, you see that just increased quite a bit. And it started farming. Oh man, it's taken away the crop seeds as well. I don't know if that's bad. Where is it sending the stuff to? Oh no. I think I messed up. Yeah, I definitely messed up. So I put down the other dimensional transceiver right here. And it looks like the farming station recognized the crop sticks, but not the NBT data associated with the crop sticks, aka the fact that there's a damn plant in there. So I don't think I'm going to be able to use the farming station. And yeah, let's turn you off. I think I've tested this once before, but this is most certainly a 10-10-10 10-10-10 tier 3 Inferium seed. I'm going to plant it right here, let it grow up. Yeah, see how slow that is? This is not a 10-10-10 seed anymore. This is a 1-1-1. So without the crop sticks, I am Without the crop sticks, I'm not actually taking advantage of 10-10-10. That is so unfortunate, and I wish I had foreseen that before trying this out. Yeah, look how Crescents is over here to the ME system. And then with the help of a storage bus, which I'm about to make momentarily, I would go into a drawer controller, and then anything that was attached to that drawer controller via the storage bus would I could access via my ME system. But since I can't send anything over, then I can't really practically show that, but I'll make the storage bus regardless. So the storage bus is going to require one interface, which I made 8 of earlier in so that I could set up my auto crafting, and then a piston and a sticky piston. You see this ME interface? Oh yeah, I guess I could show that off. So the ME interface can actually go in here, and it'll make like a flat ME interface as well. It doesn't really matter which one you use for the storage bus, but yeah, that's what I'm going to use. So storage bus, place you right here, and you'll see that now it's attached to the drawer controller. Place down this drawer, and let's see, 29 energetic alloy nuggets. Go back over to the ME system, taking up any space in my storage cells. And it's very handy. You gotta going that way, whatever. But the drawer controller itself only counts as one channel on your in your ME interface or on your ME cables, which is fantastic. But in between episodes, that is going to be the setup I set up. With drawer controllers, I'm going to move out a lot of stuff from over here and have it coming over here just so I can access it in one location. I'm also going to move over these machines, and I'm going to hook ME interfaces into the back of them and then set them up for auto crafting. And I'll explain that process in the next episode once I have all that set up, because it's difficult to explain for me without the visual aid. The last thing I'm going to do this episode is I'm actually going to make up to the resonant jetpack, mainly because the jetpack will allow me to fly in the Twilight Forest, I believe. Actually, we could test that right now, even though it's no power. And I really should upgrade this to... Where is my wireless charger? Oh, there it is. So I really should upgrade this to a wireless charger, but whatever, it's no issue. So I'm going to head into the Twilight Forest and test out this jetpack. Alright, I am in the Twilight Forest, and I brought this ability bottle with me because I'm going to take flight off temporarily. There, I cannot fly, and it doesn't give me the thing saying I'm not flying. So put on this jetpack. Awesome. So I can fly in the Twilight Forest with jetpacks. Unfortunately, jetpacks use a crazy amount of power, so that's why I want to get this thing up to resonant. Because the leadstone is not going to last me at all. But that test is complete. Let me throw flight back on. We're going to head back in. So I'm in the process of making this reinforced jetpack, and I've done this in between episodes, but I have not actually shown you yet. I'm going to make 12 of these redstone energy flux ducts, and it says empty right here, as you can see, but that is what I have this machine over here for, this magma crucible. Correction, this fluid transposer. Where the heck? There it is. So I have this magma crucible. I had it taking down some redstone and then pushing it into this fluid transposer. So right now I have this in mode fill. If you throw this empty redstone energy flux duct in there, then it'll start to fill it, and then it's something that I can actually use in a recipe. Beauty. But now I have those 12, I can make my get rid of you, get rid of you. Now that I have those made, I can make my thrusters after I get a destabilized redstone bucket. And here we go. I have the resonant jetpack. Awesome. So yeah, this is strictly my emergency in case I'm in the Twilight Forest. And this it holds 80 million RF. which means it's going to take a while for it to fill up. But with that, I am going to call this an episode. In between episodes, I'm going to hook up everything ME. It's going to take a while. I'm probably going to pull an all-nighter to do it. And getting all the pardon me, resources together and through all of the setup. But that is what I am going to do. The next episode is not actually going to be a truly numbered episode. It's not going to be episode 21. It's going to be episode 20.5. In that episode, I will be explaining very briefly what the ME system is, how I laid it out, and then I'll be providing a world download for everything that I have done up to this point. That episode 21 will be on Friday. But with that, I am Kelly Engineering, and I hope that you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.